Good day, and thanks for tuning in to the episode of Local Matters on your TV Halton, which is truly local television. My name's Mike Cluett, and I am here with the co-host with the most in a very festive mood, and that ain't no boast. His name is Clark Somerville.
Wearing my sloth
He's got a
Christmas
sloth Christmas thing. I can't even get your name out now without you jumping in there, but that's fine. Everybody knows who Clark Somerville is, Wards 1 and 2, and regional councilor in Halton Hills. How you doing, Clark?
I'm wonderful. You know what was nice? About 15 seconds ago, you froze temporarily and you were like, it was kind of funny. So thankfully that our producer extraordinaire will leave that in. But Mike, it is that festering time of year. You can't swing a cat at this time of year without, well, I guess you shouldn't really swing cats. You can't swing a,
Do not swing cats.
how about a bag of marbles? You can't swing a bag of marbles without finding some type of there's bazaars, there's high teas, there's all these events on it. It's so wonderful. It's such a fattening time of year. But I don't know about you, Mike. What's your favorite type of Christmas cookie?
As long as you walk from event to event, you'll be fine because you'll burn off the shortbread cookies. My wife made some shortbread cookies just last week with my daughter Miranda. Absolutely delicious. And that sort of, like I said, you said kicks off the festive part, holiday season. There's so many Christmas bazaars. You're starting to hear obviously more music on the radio, and just it's starting to blend in there. And as we woke up this morning, a little bit of snow falling in North Halton region. Not too much, but not to panic, but
We had
it's
more
there.
yesterday morning up here at the top of the hill, the top of the escarpment. No, Mike, what's your favorite type of Christmas cookie?
I like the chocolate covered snowballs that my mother makes. It's coconut,
Yep, I
coconut
remember them.
chocolate mixed in and then doused in a fresh coconut, and oh, it's delicious. It's a newfie little treat that we've had there, and mixed in with some jams. I'm sure you've had some jams on the East
Jam
Coast
jam. Yep.
during
And
visit.
I've had baked apple jam and baked apples, and they're that unique treat. So my question for you:
All right.
fruitcake, yes or no? There's only one right answer. Do you like fruitcake?
No, I am not
No,
a.
that is not the right answer.
I know many are, and I don't judge. It's just not for me.
Oh, I judge. I'm giving you a judgy Joserson look now, but oh, you know what? And it's funny because I love fruitcake. The Shriners used to sell this absolutely tremendous fruitcake, and they couldn't get the same suppliers that had marzipan on one half, and it was the that hard, like almost stuff that you could use to seal your laneway with on the other side, right? But it was so good. I love fruitcake. It's one of those things, and it's not good for me, but I love it. So while we're speaking of sweets, it was so nice to see your wife at the Butter Tart Festival. How's that for a segue?
That
At the
was a
Butter Tart Festival,
textbook.
it was, man, what a crowd! All the butter tarts. When you walk around the room, when you come in, you could smell that nice, butter tart smell. And I bought some of the cotton candy that was there, and
Yes,
and it was great. I bought some maple cotton candy, which was kind of cool. And I did stop and see Santa. He must have been in a bad mood that day because he said I've been bad all year, and I don't agree with that.
I Santa's not hardly ever wrong. So if he labels you as a naughty, you are a naughty.
No, no, I went and I told him I pled the fifth. I pled the fifth. But no, it was nice. It was a wonderful event, and hats off to the organizers. And and it's a nice kickoff to getting into the Christmas season. I went down with a buddy of mine with the Spike, as you know, who you know, and he got a dozen
Mhm.
butter tarts, and I think he ate a couple of before we even got back to the house, which is always a good sign. But
I
there's
brought
something.
some back as well, and they were sitting in the car. And as I was like, but by the time I got there, half of them were gone. So again, it's one of those times. It was a great Christmas bazaar. There were a lot of vendors. There we had Jessica Lockwood, one of our local Milton resident singers, performing there live upstairs. I don't know if you got a chance to see her, but she's absolutely fantastic. Jessica Lockwood Music on Facebook. Go check her out. She's just incredible, incredible talent. And as you said, the stars of the show were the Butter Tarts, and they didn't disappoint. Hillary's Cupcakes, local here to Milton, was there, and I can't remember who other. There were just so many vendors. Nothing's. I can't remember the
Parents
names, but
Corner from Halton Hills was there,
that's right. So they were
and
there.
and Grandma's Treats from Wasaga Beach. And it was great to see the winners from last year were all there. And I'm still just getting my blood sugar down from eating but 19 butter tarts in that day last year. But it was it was a great event. And and this weekend, I know by the time we air it'll be over, will be the stocking auction in Acton, which is a hoot. If you have time, Mike, it is on Sunday. It is so great at the old Acton Town Hall, and it's supporting the town hall. And they get people in town donate a stocking full of whatever there is. Like I had a variety of stuff this year, so they actually made it into two stockings, and I won a stand mixer, right? Beautiful stand mixer. I already had one, so I didn't need a new one. So I donated that right over to them for them to be able to raise money, and then I won a Blue Jays jersey, a signed George Springer jersey that would fit about a 12-year-old. And I won that at Mayor Kranz's United Way golf tournament. It was the last thing they drew was that ticket for me to win that one. And if it would have fit, I would have kept it, but it's not going to fit in this lifetime or the next. It was pretty small, but so I thought this is a group that'll be able to sell that and make some money out of it. But that starts the preview at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and the auctions at 2. It's a riot. It's a lot of fun.
That's incredible. And yeah, it's very similar to what we have going on here, but with the Pack-A-Bag Foundation in Milton, where you can drop off pajamas, socks for all sizes. Pack-A-Bag Foundation on the Facebook. They have a Facebook group and a Facebook page where you can go to and find out what they're looking for to meet the needs of the community as well. You can drop it off at their house location that's listed on the website, and they have a little box to collect it in there. And that's one of the things that the Butter Tart Festival people were dropping off, and there was just huge amount of donations that were made for the Pack-A-Bag Foundation. That's going to go to some needy people who, and again, pajamas and socks and things that and when you think about it, aren't high on people's lists of what they want to donate, but it's high on the list of needs for people who are in need. So the Pack-A-Bag Foundation, the stocking up and active, it's just fantastic. And that's again the community coming out at our festive time of the year.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And it's also that time of year to think of those in our community who might need assistance. And I know that as I do every year, I'll be out there at the Salvation Army working the kettles, which in Acton is kind of unique because all the churches are involved in the program for the hamper program and the service clubs as well, the Rotary Club and the Optimists. They all pitch in, and so I have my dates and times that I'll be out working the kettle, and I have a lot of fun doing it. I tend to wear a Santa hat, and I usually have candy canes and stickers for kids because I do get some of them asking if I'm that special visitor everybody gets in late December. So I always have some fun with the kids and ask if they've been good and make sure that they're help their family and eat their vegetables. I don't tell them to eat Brussels sprouts because nobody should eat Brussels sprouts.
Nobody will believe it anyways. And if the kids say, "Yeah, no problem, I'll eat my Brussels sprouts," they're lying. No offense to people who eat Brussels sprouts, but again, just not on that
Oh no,
list.
they're offensive. It's like people who don't eat fruitcake. It's offensive. Very, very quick story, which I never tell. I remember as a kid, and we were having something, and I'm young, like I'm under 7 years old, and my younger brother was there, and he didn't like what we were having, so he kept stuffing it under his plate. And then finally, at the end of dinner, I think Mom caught on because his plate is sitting like that with this great big mound of stuff underneath it. Because we didn't have a dog. You couldn't just suddenly go down and try to feed it to the dog.
Yeah. So lots of events that are coming up, and we're going to get to that in the second half. But I know that we're going to spend the last few minutes here. You had an experience recently,
Oh, I did I?
and going to downtown Toronto,
Oh, that
or
little event.
downtown Taylorville, I think it was called at the time. How was the
Toronto.
Taylor Swift concert? You had an opportunity to take it all in. And I know you posted a few pictures and a quick couple of videos. Tell us from your perspective, how is Taylor Swift?
Unbelievable. Mike, I've seen concerts from the Rolling Stones, Beach Boys, Springsteen, Garth Brooks, Journey, the whole gamut of them through. Charlie Pride and Taylor Swift's concert was actually the best concert I've ever been at. It was the crowd from the minute you got on the GO train platform all the way down. They were so organized. I've never seen any event in Canada as organized as what this event was. It was above and beyond, and just the vibe. So I was wearing the shirt that said, "I don't know about you, I'm feeling 62," which is a reference to a Taylor song, 22. And I had people coming up to me saying, "We love your shirt. Can we give you a friendship bracelet?" And I said, "Sure." Well, and I had them going down both arms, right? I had about 40 of them. And then one lady stopped, and because I was on my way down, me being me, on the way down to go down to get a Coke or something. And I'm taking pictures of people. I said, "Oh, here," and I'm photobombing. And one lady in the back, she said, "You are the best." She said, "I can't believe, are you really 62?" And I'm going, "Yeah, I'm 62." And she goes, "I need to give you a couple friendship bracelets." So she came to me. I said, "Can I give you one?" She said, "No, I just would like a hug because it's great to see all these Swifty dads out here." And I said, "Well, I'm old enough to be a Swifty grandpa." But it was a great show. All ages, Mike. The average age of the show would have to be into its 30s. It's not like people have that misconception. The people beside us were from Missouri. Behind us, they had flown over from England to see the show. All over the world, people were there for the show. And I was lucky enough to get tickets, and it was great. And I paid $170 for my ticket. There were tickets there that, like what I had, were going for $4,000 each. It was just unbelievable. The whole vibe, the whole atmosphere. She did not leave the stage for 3.5 hours, except for to do costume changes that were 2 minutes, and that was it. She did that 3 times. She was on the stage for 3.5 hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I've heard so many people compare and just compare it's an experience. It's not a concert. You're not just going to a
Yeah.
venue or whatever. It's an experience and a 3.5 hour experience.
Oh, yeah.
And you listen to the people singing, everybody's singing the exact same words at the exact same time. And
Dancing.
yeah,
She
so
has
I'm glad you had
dance
a great
moves, she
time.
does too. She does have dance moves, she does. And the shows in Vancouver, here's something I didn't know. Probably not legal,
We have to
but
go there.
there are people who show up there and they live stream the entire concert on the YouTube. I was able to watch the concert the next night on YouTube. And they're not legally doing it, but and it switches, and there's people who are sitting there like what our producer extraordinaire does, who is going from one live stream broadcast to another. If this one they have a problem, they switch to another one. It's unbelievable.
Glad you had a great time. We're going to be back right after these messages with some current updates on the happenings that are happening through the festive season, including Miracle on Main. So stay tuned to your TV Halton, truly local television.